Oh my God, I'm rambling on for 5 fucking minutes and nobody can hear me. So, I know, I just realized that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm rambling on. I know you may not want me in here, but I just wanted to say, Carrie, why wouldn't I want you in there? Do I hate you for some reason? All right. Whoop. Hold on, I can't get my chair right. Ever since Dayton broke it. All right. All right. So now let me start over. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I know I have not done true crime in a while. Guys, cut me a little slack with everything going on in my life. But I was sitting at the breast center today and I found this case and I was like, whoa. And I'm really surprised more people aren't discussing it. It's pretty fucking wild. But we're going to get to all that. If you would like one of the best candles on the market, Brian's situation? If you want one of the best candles on the market, head over to energycandles.com. That's www.energycandles.com, ENERGIE. I am going, once everything calms down and I figure out, which way my ass is up, I'm going to be putting together a commercial because technically I am sponsored by Energy Candles. So we're going to be putting together a commercial. Once I update the website and everything else, I want to give a big shout out to Alex Erickson, who gave me sparkling reviews on her channel. I want to thank you. My mom says I'm boring and she can't watch me. She doesn't understand how anyone watches me after the first 20 minutes because it's boring. And I told her that's because you don't know the people that we're talking about. So that's why it's boring to you. So, Carrie, honestly, I don't even remember. No offense. I'm sorry. I just don't remember. Yeah, she told me I was boring. I was like, wow. She's like, I listen to like 15, 20 minutes and then I get bored. She's like, I like your cancer channel. That doesn't bore me. Yeah, mom, those videos are like 5 minutes. So, yeah, good old mom. But she didn't get mad at my tattoo, actually. She calls me up yesterday. She goes, something you forgot to tell me? I said, what? She goes, your tattoo? I said, oh my God, who told you? I thought Sage like busted me out. She's like, you're YouTube. I said, I didn't put it on the other channel. She goes, no, you put it on your main channel. I'm like, I didn't think you watch it. She goes, I don't. I read the transcript. I said, so why don't you watch? She's like, because I'm not paying to watch my own daughter. I said, what are you talking about? She goes, it says join. I said, Mom, just hit play. She's like, oh, I thought I had to hit join. I said, well, you wouldn't give me $2 a month? Thanks, Mom. Oh, okay. I got you, Carrie. Thank you, Grandma Sherry. So she thought you had to join in order to watch. I said, nope. Good old mom. So before we get into the story, no, you're not blocked. Before we get into the story, I got really devastating news today. If you watch my other channel, you'll know what I'm about to say. Devastating. I'm never going to recover. So last night, here's my devastating news. Has nothing to do with my cancer. Well, it does, but I realized last night that Kelly Preston died of breast cancer. That means that all of my shot with John Travolta is dead. It's gone. All right, dead's a bad word. Is gone. Why, you ask? Because he already had one wife, the love of his life, die of breast cancer. So he's never going to want a second wife that also has breast cancer. So that means I'm just screwed all around. So my chances with John Travolta are completely out. They're done. There's no more hope. No more hope at all. So, little Susie, I'm sorry. So, yeah. So that was the most devastating news I could get. So my breast cancer, thank you. Thank you very much. Now you just blew all my chances with John Travolta. Fuck you, breast cancer. Yeah, that's what I'm most upset about. My devastating news. He does not prefer men's butts. Bite your tongue, woman. So yeah, I'm heartbroken. I cried all day. No. So, I'm tired. I've been making candles for hours. So that was my devastating news. All the other news you can find out. Thank you, Carrie. All my other news you can find out on my other channel. Not much to tell, just insurance issues. And the good news is, though, sum it up real quick. The good news is they did another ultrasound today. We have to go back for an MRI after the first when my insurance changes. But they said that there's still nothing in my nodes as far as I can tell. There's nothing in my right breast. The lump hasn't changed, maybe just like a tiny half a millimeter. But she said because the outer perimeter is fuzzy, so her pictures might be like a half a millimeter or a millimeter different than the last radiology, but nothing major. She said, and that could just be the fuzzies. Some radiology, some, techs would not shape it, would take the picture at this angle, but because it's fuzzy, it can change it at another angle. But overall, she said nothing has changed. So everything looks, as good as it can be. Thank you, Carrie. So, or vacation. Tattoos now paid for. Now we're working on vacation money. Going to Florida next week. So, yeah. So everything is good there. I mean, as good as you can make it. Thanks, Cashmere. Like literally as good as you can make it. I told her, I said, when she did the ultrasound, I'm like, hey, maybe it's gone. Maybe it miraculously went away. She said, I doubt it, but it's possible. So then, like, she couldn't find it on the ultrasound. I'm like, come on, it's gone. It's all gone. But she also told me that's how they knew immediately that it was cancer, because it was fuzzy around the edges. Like if it was a complete perfect mass, that either means later stages or that it's a cyst. So blind to the, it is no. The sparkling truth is John Travolta will be mine in my next life. Kelly Preston has already moved on. John Travolta is mine. If I can't get him in this life, I'll get him in the next life. He's not gay. I don't care what any of you say. He's not gay. So there. All right. Oh, I will try not to yawn because that's not good. But let's talk about this story. So you ever like have, I know, right, True Texan? Have you ever seen or know anyone who does like the ultimate social media post? They're never real about anything. They're never, they always look like they have the perfect family. No, Carrie, I don't. I don't have a choice because he's not going to want a second girl with breast cancer. He already lost one wife. He's not going to want a second one that has the same thing. So this woman, Tiffany, I was going to say Tiffany Marie, Tiffany Lucas portrays herself as like the perfect mom on social media. I'm going to show you a lot of her posts. When I started looking into her post, it is so disturbing that she has this perfect fucking persona on Facebook and is actually killed both of her kids, shot them in the head twice. Each one got shot in the head twice. They did not die instantly, though. On the way to the hospital, they both passed away. One of them, the 9-year-old, I believe, lost his father in 2019. For some reason, she chose to kill them. She claims that she was being manipulated on Facebook. Okay, I went through every single one of her Facebook posts, and I don't see where she was manipulated by anybody. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I have not, like, normally I would put together the story, but I kind of put it together pretty quick. Yeah, she said, I'm going to get to all that, where she said it was an accident. So I went back as far as 2020. Young king behavior, living their best lives. Don't know who or where I'd be if it wasn't for these two handsome, intelligent, silly little kings. Nothing but greatness, effortlessly at that. That was 2020. Everything to me. I'm so obsessed with my young king, so pussy when it comes to them. I'll still catch a whole bid, though. Oh, you're going to catch a whole bid. Just don't even like their pictures anymore type shit. Oh, you caught a whole bid now, bitch. A bid is prison sentence. I cannot understand how these parents are abusing their children, torturing them, selling them to 11-year-old little girl for heroin, allowing the fathers or boyfriend to be their way with them and looking the other way in disbelief. Like, wow, my heart hurts so bad. I just wish I could save all these poor children. God, please protect our children. They're our futures. This chick fucking murdered her sons. 3 years ago, she was the perfect mom. Their personalities to a T. That's her in the middle. My baby boy, my firstborn, my love child, Mr. Perfect himself, Jayden, will be 6 tomorrow. No, I cannot wrap my head around it. Jayden is seriously the strongest, sweetest, most incredible little king I've ever met. And I'm not saying that because he's my child. Everyone who has ever met Jayden loved Jayden, and he's been around Jayden will tell you. God took his time with Jayden. God knew what he was doing with this one. I'm so blessed every day I get to spend with Jayden. The countless hugs, cuddles, and conversations we share, I could never take for granted. I love and admire Jayden every day, not just on his birthday. I love my kings different, and that's why Jayden and Peanut are different types of children. They are God sent. And every wrong I have ever done or any hurt I've ever caused, I'm so focused on correcting and loving them longer and deeper. I strive every single day for them, their happiness, their future, and well being. I cannot guarantee a lot of things in life, but I can guarantee the mother I will always be, the love I will always share, and the best I can ever give to do will be promised to you, my love, Jayden and Peanut. My whole heart, my whole existence is Jayden and Peanut forever. This bitch shot her fucking kids in the head. 3 years ago, she was social media's perfect mom. Now let's fast forward. Tons of pictures. Go to 2021. Blue stripes, blue phone. Now you know what's going on. Sounds like someone was a crypt. No, crypts are red. What's the blue? Okay, now let's go to 2021. Be yourself. There's no one better. Up watching them sleep, all the pain I endure in life, nothing compared to the blessings and love I get from them. Nothing can make a good day bad. True wealth is happiness. Smile, love, be happy, and thanking God. Going back to bed. LOL. Bloods are red, Crips are blue. Okay.
Pure Havoc. Get on! Yeah! Pure Havoc. Get on! Yeah!
Now, mind you, this is a year ago. A year ago. Ride or die until the wheels fall off. It's been up and stuck before Cardi my whole heart. April of 2022. Happy birthday, Jade. My heart first feel. I love you. This is just a glimpse of what a great weekend we had. Isn't she just a great mother? What a wonderful mom. We should all have a mom as loving as her. She just loves her children. Happy Easter from the young kings and mommy. She's just such a good mom. Why has she got like blackface? That sunlight and tanning has me looking dark, but I'm so happy with life and the energy is great over here. Her niece. Late post, but a deserving. Thanks to my Uncle D. Melissa being there, welcoming me from being in grade school, having kids. This I thought was funny. If Titanic sunk in 2022, sorry, sir, women and children first, I'm trans. That is kind of funny, actually. All right. So now, October, little over a year ago.
What? You like it? JJ! Whoa! Y'all having a good time? What?
So she's taking them here, she's taking them there. She's taking them to Monster Truck. Yes, she's gained weight. I'm not pregnant. Taking them to, this is April 10th of this year. Spring break. She took them to Star Wars.
What's up?
Got him a dog.
Give me a kiss. Oh, he's so sweet. Oh, Blue. What are you doing? Are you loving on me? Say good morning. Me too. Okay. What's up? Give me.
Rose, is I'm being sarcastic when I said she was a great mom. Here she's gained a lot of weight. Whoop. I don't know what just happened. Halloween of this year. This year. Just 14, 15 days ago. 15 days ago. Those are 2 kids, by the way.
Boy, What? Boys! Peanut!
Painting, taking them places, doing things with them. She just turned 32 September. Working out. Whoop. Fucking crazy, right? Starting school. So that's who she is. On it happened actually last week. And the sad part is, I mean, really, the sad part is that CPS had been called multiple times and they did absolutely nothing. Nothing. And this is what she really looks like when she's not on filters. Hold on. That's what she really looks like.
During court, a Bullitt County detective shared some of the disturbing details of what happened when investigators were called to Tiffany Lucas's home to find her children shot. Now, with the mother charged for her children's murders, family says they're continuing to push for justice.
They didn't deserve this. They were so happy.
Michelle Rice called the news of the boys' murders unimaginable. Her stepson, 6-year-old Maurice, and his brother, 9-year-old Jayden, were shot inside their home on Bentwood Drive in Shepherdsville last week. Their mother, Tiffany Lucas, is charged with their murders. In court Tuesday morning, Bullitt County Detective Richard Beal revealed new details about the moments after the young boys were found, saying a neighbor was rendering aid when officers arrived.
Sergeant McAllister also asked the subject if the mom shot the children. The subject pointed to a gun that was laying on the bed and replied, quote, yes.
Bill says surveillance video shows Lucas leaving her home after 4 gunshots were heard. According to Bill, when Lucas was asked if she meant to hurt her children, she said the shooting was an accident and made statements about being manipulated through Facebook and Wi-Fi to do what she did.
Nobody can manipulate you to do such a horrific thing. Nobody can manipulate you to do that.
Rice says the family has reached out to Child Protective Services on several occasions, and they believe drug abuse also played a role. Now the family is left trying to cope with the devastating loss.
And we love them so much. So many other people really love them and could have been there to help them. But she wouldn't allow that. She was too selfish.
Okay, not for nothing. This bitch doesn't have one fucking tear in her eye. Not one. It's not wet. She's like no tears at all. So this bitch is fake as hell. One of the fathers is dead. The older one, his father died in 2019. The younger one, I believe this is the boyfriend, I believe this is his stepmom.
God.
In Bullitt County.
All right, she finally had one tear.
Jamie Mays, WLKY News. During court, a Bullitt County detective shared some of the disturbing details of what happened when investigators were called to Tiffany Lucas's home to find her children shot. Now, with the mother charged for her children's murders, family says they're continuing to push for justice.
They didn't deserve this. They were so happy.
Michelle Rice called the news of the boys' murders unimaginable. Her stepson, 6-year-old Maurice, and his brother, 9-year-old Jayden, were shot inside their home on Bentwood Drive in Shepherdsville last week. Their mother, Tiffany Lucas, is charged with their murders.
No, Rice is the stepmom. She's not the stepmom. She's the biological mom of both.
In court Tuesday morning, Bullitt County Detective Richard Beal revealed new details about the moments after the young boys were found, saying a neighbor was rendering aid when officers arrived.
Sergeant McAllister also asked the subject.
It's been an emotional few days for people in Bullitt County after two brothers, just 6 and 9, were shot and killed. People in the community organized a vigil to pray for and honor the little boys. Some had never even met.
We're a really tight-knit community, and everybody has just taken this loss really hard.
Through tears and heartbreak, Kim Miller says neighbors and loved.
Yes, that's what I said, Grandma Sherry. The older boy's father died. The youngest boy's father, that must be his girlfriend or wife, because she's the stepmom.
Loved ones are leaning on one another as they mourn the loss of 9-year-old Jayden and 6-year-old Maurice.
Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
On Wednesday, a neighbor went into their Shepherdsville home and found the children in a bedroom covered in blood. They were rushed to the hospital but didn't survive. Their mother, Tiffany Lucas, was arrested and charged for their murders. Miller and others organized this vigil in remembrance of the brothers.
They had so much life left to live, and they were beautiful little boys. And to think that they will not get to experience all the things in life that my son did and my grandson will.
And while many never
I bet that chick has like a 5-carat diamond ring.
knew the boys, some in this crowd did, like Londa Boggs, who was their bus driver. She said she was devastated when she learned the victims' identities.
I lost it. I really did. I mean, it's very thought, that two children had to suffer that much.
But Miller hopes the community will be reminded, despite darkness, there's still light left in the world.
We just wanted these little boys looking down from heaven to know that they were truly loved and that there's so many good people out here.
The boy's mother, Tiffany Lucas, returns to court Tuesday. Her bond has been set at $2 million. Jamie Mace, WLKY News.
Yeah, the stepmom, Maurice's stepmother, the family reached out to CPS several occasions, believes drug use also played a role. But how? I look through her Facebook, there's nothing there. So I don't know what she's talking about she was manipulated through Facebook. In Shepherdsville, Kentucky. And that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised that nobody was talking about this. I mean, it's all over TikTok, but not on YouTube. And I'm actually surprised. Hey, don't be picking on atheism.
Well, good evening to you, Rick, Vicky. Family tells me they are heartbroken. They are devastated. They are still in shock. More from them in just a minute. But for now, let's talk about Tiffany Lucas. She appeared from this jail via video conference for her first arraignment, her first court appearance. She showed no emotion, said absolutely nothing, and pretty much the entire time stood with her arms folded across her chest. Now, ultimately, as you said, the judge set the bond at $2 million. And for the boys' families, they say that is not enough.
We just played a card game. That was it. Simple as that. And then we had the best time ever.
And then, just a few days later, Darrell Howard got the news his little brothers were dead. A neighbor found the boys shot in a bed inside their home on Bentwood Drive in Shepherdsville Wednesday morning.
Police took the boy's mother, Tiffany Lucas, into custody at the scene, later charging her with murder.
We wanted him. We would have took him open arms. We loved him so much.
Howard claims over the years, multiple family members had called CPS with concerns. He and 9-year-old Jayden shared the same father who died in 2019. Howard says that's when he became more involved in his brother's life and the life of Jayden's little brother, 6-year-old Maurice, known as Peanut. And while the past few weeks were good ones, filled with trick-or-treating events, visits with their grandmother, and backyard water balloon fights, there are regrets.
Because I should have did more. I should have, if it came to me coming to snatch the boys out the house, I should have did that. And I will hold that on my back for the rest of my life, for both of them boys.
On Thursday, Lucas faced a judge who set her bond at $2 million. Family says it's not nearly high enough. When asked what he would say to Lucas, Howard had this to say.
You scarred everybody with this one. You scored everybody with this one.
He says now his only comfort is knowing the little boys who wanted to play football like their big brother are not alone.
I just know Jayden and Peanut, I know they together. And I know our father probably waiting on them. Waiting on both of them.
Back here live tonight, Tiffany Lucas returns to court on Tuesday. That's when there will be a probable cause affidavit, and we could possibly learn more about this case, perhaps even what she told detectives and if she provided a motive. Reporting in Shepherdsville tonight, I'm Lauren Adams, WLKY News. Well, good evening to you, Rick, Vicky. Family tells me they are...
Like, how crazy is this? Why? Just why? It's just absolutely insane. So this was from November 8th. So it happened on November 8th. So let's go backwards to where it all started. So 8 days after Halloween, 8 fucking days, she shoots both of them in the head. Twice, 2 times to the head, to each of them. Why? How could you do that to your own child?
Yeah, good evening to you, Vicky. Good evening to you, Rick. Those siblings, just 6 and 9 years old, despite the efforts of first responders, died here while in surgery. Now, I got to tell you, this is a crime, an arrest that has shocked the small community of Shepherdsville. Not long after the crime tape went up in this quiet Shepherdsville subdivision, the talk began, and eventually the awful rumors proved true. According to police, Tiffany Lucas shot her 2 young children inside their Bentwood Drive home Wednesday morning.
It's sad. I mean, what's this world coming to? For a mother to shoot her 2 children like that.
WLKY News Chopper was there as the siblings were rushed to Norton Children's in downtown Louisville, 30 minutes away. That's where the kids, ages 6 and 9 years old, died in surgery.
I'm a mom of 2. And it's hard.
We're told a neighbor found the siblings shot around 11 Wednesday morning after noticing something wasn't quite right at the house.
One of our neighbors came home and entered the house and found that the 2 kids had been shot.
According to court records, the children were found shot in a bedroom with the gun still on the bed. And while police won't discuss motive, neighbors can't imagine a reason for the tragedy that unfolded just a few doors down.
It's devastating. I mean, as a mother, I can't imagine that, thinking that that's the only way.
And back here live tonight, Tiffany Lucas was taken into custody pretty much immediately, Rick, Vicky, at the scene. But it wasn't until just before 4 o'clock this afternoon that she was booked into the Bullitt County Jail. She remains there tonight, again, charged with 2 counts of murder for those children, just 6 and 9 years old. Reporting downtown tonight, I'm Lauren Adams, WLKY News.
Fucking crazy. November 8th. Now, what we learned though is that she claims it was an accident because she was being manipulated on Facebook, which I don't see, and through her Wi-Fi. Somebody convinced her to kill her children. Okay, A, why do you have a gun in the house with 2 young boys to begin with? That's my first question. Second question is, I have been on drugs and I have been high as a motherfucker. And I can assure you, as high as I was, nobody could convince me to kill my children. Maybe myself, never my kids. So I'm not buying that story. I've been on every drug under the sun, and I've been high as fuck under every drug under the sun. I've been paranoid. There's lots of things I've gone through. And that thought never crossed my mind. So I don't believe that drugs had something to do with it. I think maybe she didn't want to deal with her children anymore. Yeah, I could drop a link. Is she trying for insanity? I don't think so. I think she's just crazy. But I don't think that's an insanity defense because she knew what she was doing. That's what I'm saying. She knew what she was doing. So that wouldn't like hold any weight. Yeah, but I don't think she's not being charged with capital murder, is she? Did you know that Laura's candles are now available through the YouTube shop option? Yes, they are. But that's what I'm saying. If you don't want your kids, guess what? You don't have to have your kids. Just give them to someone else. The brother would have taken them. The grandma would have taken them. Tons of people would have taken them. Yeah, but you see so many of these fake ass phonies that are like, oh, you know, my life is so perfect. I've never been like that on Facebook. Hey, Adrian, ever. I like say how I feel, how it is. Hit that thumbs up, people. See, if I don't remind you guys don't hit it. Carrie, where are you? There you are. Oh. Hey, hey.
Hi, how are you, Laura?
Good, how are you?
Good. Am I echoing?
Yeah, no, you're not echoing.
Oh, great. I just wanted to tell you, I'm so sorry about your diagnosis. I pray for you and your family and Alicia's every day. Like, this is heartbreaking.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just feel like if she didn't do her exam, then maybe you would have never thought about doing yours. But
no,
I just wanted to say to you that I'm really sorry. And I love your tattoo, by the way. It's so fitting. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So regarding this lady that you looked up, when did you find her? Today?
Today, I was sitting in the breast center and I was going through YouTube and I saw it on Long Crime. And then I was looking for it to see if anybody covered it. And nobody that I could find covered it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to break this story tonight. But I had to make a bunch of candles. So I was like, all right, right after my candles, I'm going to do it. Nobody in Patreon was talking about it. Nobody in Discord was talking about it. I was like, how does nobody know about this case? So that's when I was like, all right, I'm going to go live.
Wow. I would have never known this case if it wasn't for you. And it's devastating to me because, in my opinion, she must have been on some really good drugs for her to get this brave and shoot her own children or kill them. It's devastating.
I just can't, like, all right. I've said this a lot and I mean this wholeheartedly. I can totally see you having like a lapse of judgment and killing one kid, but you then have to kill the second one, and that takes thought. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough if you kill one, but to kill the second, you have to consciously know that you're now doing this to the second child. And to me, that
Right.
makes a huge difference. And I say that about any mother or father that kills more than one kid. You can have a lapse of judgment and fuck, I just killed my child and freak the fuck out. But for you to do it to more than one, you know what you're doing. If that makes
Has
sense.
it been? Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm personally not a mother. I'm 44. I'm not a mother. I wouldn't bring a child into this world due to economics, the way the world is functioning. Like at my age, I wouldn't do it. But when it comes to her, she's a young mom and she had a lot of thought into this. I had a best friend of mine tell me when she was younger, she was like 27 at the time of 25. She says, when you have kids, you have a hard time. She goes, don't take this the wrong way. Sometimes you just want to throw them out the window.
Yeah, that's
She says,
very
but I would
true.
never do. Yeah, she says, but I wouldn't do that. She says, I just knew that my role as a mother is to put up with everything that comes my way. So what surprised me about this girl, how old is she? How old was she?
She just turned 32.
She's still young. She's still young-minded. I mean, maybe she was on some heavy drugs, some good heroin or some good methadone, maybe on something. I mean, the only thing I ever did in my lifetime was when I was younger and I was like in high school, 17 and 18. I did a couple of hits of acid and I smoked pot. And I quit pot. I'm 44. I quit pot 2 years ago. I used to smoke pot every single day. But then I was like, screw this, it's not worth it. And I don't know, but I'm not a mom or a parent. So why wouldn't, what's the word? I can't criticize anybody for thinking what they're thinking, but to kill a child or two is very extreme.
I agree. And was like dumbfounded when I heard it because I just can't imagine killing your own kid, let alone two of them, just 8 days after you're prancing around social media like they're so wonderful. And I've wanted
That
to kill
kills me. That reminds me of the Casey Anthony story. What was that?
My kids. I've wanted to throw them out the window, but you don't.
It's an expression that my best friend used where she's like, you just want to throw them out the window. And she used to say that to me, and I used to laugh at her, and I was like, you're hysterical. She's like, no. She's like, you hit a breaking point every time. She says it happens every day. She says, you just have to be a mom to realize it. And I told her, I said, not for nothing. I said, not that I'm not made for children. I love children. I love my nieces. I love my nephews. But I am not one, not to say that I'm selfish, but I'm just not one to want to have a baby and say, oh, I had a baby and I did this. No, I just feel like the times with the presidency and all that shit, the economics is all screwed up that I would never want to go ahead and have a child and bring it into this world.
But the bottom line is, and I think every parent will agree with me, kids are hard. They're not easy. And it doesn't change as they get older. Just their demands change, their needs change. Like, look at my mom. I'm a 52-year-old woman. My mom's more worried about me now than she's ever been in 52 years. Drugs, everything. Well, now her daughter's got cancer. So that worry never goes away as long as you're a good parent. You know, your kid could be 52 years old and you're more worried now than you ever were growing up. So it never goes away. It never changes.
I agree with you. I'm a 44-year-old woman and I go to college and I work. My mother calls me She's 72. My mother calls me all the time, and she's like, when I get up, she's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm getting up, Mom. I'm about to get some coffee. What's up? No, I just wanted to make sure you're okay. Comes the afternoon. I'm either at work or at school. What are you doing? What's going on? I'm like, I'm doing this, Mom, at nighttime. Same thing. Did you get home safe? Are you all right? I'm like, yes, Mom. How about you? And if I ask her questions, she'll check me, Laura. She'll check me. She's like, what's none of your business? But when it comes to me, she wants to make sure that I'm okay. So I don't understand your mom checking up on you, especially now. You're always going to be her baby, Laura. And unfortunately, you got stricken with cancer, and that was heartbreaking. When I had heard it, I heard about it a few weeks ago. I just didn't have the balls to come to approach you on your own panel. I didn't know how you would receive me, so I was like, let me give her some time. I approached Alicia. She took it nicely, and I was like, I gotta reach out to Laura because I was always a fan of yours. I always listened to your lives, your streams, your replays. I'm one of those secret, what do you call them? Secret fans, I guess you call it. Something to that nature. But yeah, I listen to all your stuff. I love the way you go about your lives. And I just hope that you get well. Please don't worry about your boobs. I'm sure that you'll find the perfect surgeon that'll do them correctly. I just hope and wish that all this goes very well for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you'll be fine. But I know that you're an atheist because I've heard a lot of your lives. But believe in God. God works miracles. And the reason you found out about this really early was because of Alicia. And I say because God put that information in your hands, in front of you for you to see.
The miracle would have been never getting cancer in the first place. That would have been a miracle.
Yes. Yes.
That's where
But what would the second point be?
Or them saying, oh, it was a mistake. You don't really have it. That would be a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that. So there's that.
Stay strong. You know, you're a strong woman. You have 3 beautiful kids to look after. You have a lifetime ahead of you. They have a lifetime with you. You'll be great. You'll be fine. You got lucky. You got caught early. But like I said, I don't know nothing about cancer. My cousin got marrow cancer. He was a man. He's 10 years older than me. I'm 44. He's 54. He fought it for 6 months. I visited him in the hospital. He went into the hospital with the flu.
Yeah.
And then his wife is Pakistani. I'm Ecuadorian, so he's Ecuadorian. So his wife is Pakistani, and all these doctors are giving him all these tests, right? So this is the crazy part, how fate works. All these doctors were giving him exams and nothing was coming up. Flu, MRI, sonograms, this, CAT scans, this and that, blood work, nothing's coming up. All of a sudden, a Pakistani doctor told his wife and told him, why don't you get him tested for bone marrow? They did the test and caught it within 2 days. They ended up giving him 10 chemo treatments. He lost all his hair. I've been very close to my cousin. He's from the military. We're 10 years apart, but he treats me like a little sister. They caught the cancer. They did his chemo. He lost all his hair, but Laura, he got it all back. Right now, he's been in remission for now. He goes every year. I believe it's every year for an exam. But they haven't caught it, and they caught the bone marrow right on time for him. I mean, he was like stage 2 or 3, so they caught it pretty late. But he just felt like he had a really bad flu, and he couldn't get over it. And then the doctors caught it, but he got his hair back and everything. So I don't want you to worry about you not looking beautiful as you are without your hair. Alicia wore a wig the other day. She looks absolutely beautiful. I think you're going to look beautiful regardless, Laura.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're going to look great.
Thank you.
I wish you the best, and I thank you for bringing me up on your panel. I know this is unusual circumstance, but I wanted to let you know that I love and support you, and always listen to Perplex QT. Your sit the f down channel, sit the fuck down channel. I listen to Perplex TC, so I just want to let you know that I'm a big supporter of yours, and I really wish you the best. If you ever need anyone to vent with or whatever, feel free to like have an open panel. I'll be more than happy to go up there and talk to you. I mean, not that I'm experienced, but I know people that have been through that.
All right. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you, and I hope you and your family are doing well. And thank you for inviting me up.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful night.
Take care. You too. I'll be in the chat. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Taylor, yeah, it is. Mickey, I'm really sorry to hear about a cancer. I'm having a hard time to even process this information. Must be incredible. Yes, if you guys want to, let me post this too. If you guys want to follow my journey, I have a channel strictly for it. Let me get it for you. Okay. Here is my channel that is strictly for my cancer journey. If anybody wants to follow it, if you're not already following it, that's where I do all the updates for my cancer. And hold on. Okay. All right. Are they checking you? Yes. I have to wait for my new insurance, though. My insurance now will not cover it. So they did another ultrasound today just to make sure there wasn't anything obvious, and there wasn't. They don't think they're going to find anything on an MRI, but they they need to double check. But she told me today they don't think they're going to find anything, but they obviously don't know for sure. And being that I am triple positive, they want to make sure. But so far, so good. And that's what they're doing. Is it possible that something is hiding and they can't see it on an ultrasound? Yes, it's possible. Is it likely? She said, no. Their ultrasound equipment is, like she said, some of the best you can get. And very, very rarely do they find something in an ultrasound that they don't, they find something in the MRI that they don't see on their equipment. She said it does happen, but the radiologists have been doing this so long, they can kind of figure it out. I'll tell you why, Amanda. I'll tell you why I was concerned. All right. I'll tell you why I was freaked out today. I'm going to show you right now. Hold on. This site doesn't give you bad ones at all. All right. If you go and look at what a double mastectomy looks like, you'll see why I was freaking out today. And what your boobs look like after a double mastectomy. Go check out some pictures. You'll see why I was freaked out. And I'm still freaked out. Verika, let me say this again. My insurance will not pay for it. They say I don't need the breast MRI. I can read you the letter. Even though I was diagnosed, like confirmed with breast cancer, they will not pay for it. I switched insurance. It starts on the 1st. So yes, I know that an MRI is best, and I do need an MRI. But I'm not paying $5,500 for it. So to calm my fears, they told me that they did a second ultrasound today to make sure that there was nothing obvious. And there wasn't. I'm still getting one. I just got to wait till after the 1st. Hey, Tinker. Sorry, I'm eating something. You didn't get notification, Denise. I went live pretty quick. Uh-oh. Hush, doggy. So, but I'm going to get off in a minute. I'm actually tired today. Yeah, I'm done. There's nothing left to talk about. She has court again on Tuesday, but I'll be on the road. So you guys will have to update me. We are leaving Tuesday somewhere around 11. Are you guys going to miss me next week? Yes, he did. Are you guys going to miss me? I mean, nice to pain in the butt. Need a haircut tomorrow, mister. Road trip. I am me, Sage, her boyfriend, Dayton. Have to be in Orlando by 11 to pick up Phoenix. And Orlando's like a 10-hour drive, 10, 11-hour drive. So, I'll probably have to leave earlier. Probably have to leave like 10. Knowing me, I'll be like 4 o'clock in the morning. Come on, let's go. I think I get the car on the 20th. I think. All right, Shimiki. I just want to see my baby. I haven't seen Phoenix since August. I miss him. It sucks when all you can do is FaceTime. I showed him my tattoo. He's like, nice tattoo, Mom. I said, thanks. There's me snorting. Yeah, but I know, but we're going to sit in Orlando. We'll have a good time. Totally have a good time. I originally wasn't going to see, we weren't going to see Phoenix until Christmas. And then my mom's like, why don't you guys come down to Florida? So I'm like, sure, we can come down to Florida. We'll pick Phoenix up in Orlando. I should have said, you buying? But I didn't. Dummy me. No, but I am. I'm excited to see him. Right? So, all right, I'm going to get off. I'm going to bed early tonight because I did not take my medicine today and I'm fucking tired. So it happens when you don't take your medicine. Tomorrow I have an appointment with the radiation consultation with radiation and chemo place. Fun. Which again, I don't even know why I'm meeting them already, but they want the appointment. So, sorry I keep yawning. But I will definitely keep up on this case. Like I said, I just found it today. I haven't had a chance to dive deep. So that's why I did it with you guys together. So we dove deep tomorrow, together. But yeah, I mean, it's a crazy case. I don't understand what's wrong with people. Don't kill your children. It's not good. Then you're just going to be in jail. It's stupid. But what can you do? All right. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. I'm going to update the other channel tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow night. So like I said, I know I haven't done true crime in a while. Especially these last couple of weeks. I haven't done anything. So I wanted to bring something of substance today. Just because my whole life is wrapped around cancer and I don't want it to be. Like, I still want to live my life and do other things and not think about it all the time, which is also why I'm looking forward to, seeing everything. And that's another thing. I forgot to put this on the other channel, so I'm just going to say it here. One of the reasons that I don't want to make any decisions yet, because I want my kids to help me make the decision of what I should do, because forget Phoenix, because he's going to be away, but is Sage going to be home to help? I know my mom said if I got a double mastectomy, she'd be here for, 2 months. How much is Dayton going to help? Like, how are we paying for everything? How, like, all of these things I want to discuss with my family, with my kids. So that's the other reason why I won't make a major decision, because I want to discuss it as a family. So, and I told the doctors that, there's a lot of decisions that I have to make and I don't need to make them by myself. That's why I have, loving parents and, loving kids. So we'll make it together. Thanks, Monica. So that's where I'm at. Also, I want to give a shout out to Tony, New York. Sorry, Tony Fire. Tony, New York. Good luck tomorrow. Love you. And to my homegirl who knows who she is, hubby went through a great surgery and he's now home driving her nuts. So shout out to her as well. And that's it. I am Sherry. I know I am. So, all right. I will see you beautiful people later. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.